Alright, sleep. Let's talk about sleep. I'm sorry if this video is kind of shaky. I just got a new phone case and I usually have it on the magnet up here, but I don't have an extra magnet, so I just ordered some, so that's the reason why it's shaky. But yeah, let's talk about sleep. So lately I've been waking up at 2:45 for the past I think 2 or 3 weeks. Like, it was recently I did that. I was like, an extra 15 minutes or a half hour in the morning would be nice. It is nice to have that 15-minute half hour, but the thing is, I was finding it harder to sleep at an earlier hour. Like when the sun's going down, that's usually when I'm like falling asleep. So if I have to go to sleep when it's like still light out, it kind of throws me off. And so pretty much usually I fall asleep around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. But then I think I've found my sweet spot. Now for the last couple of days, I've been waking up at 3:30, and I just feel way more energy, man. Like, even though it's only the half hour difference or 45 minute difference, it's a big time difference. Because when I was waking up at 2:45, a lot of times I would just wake up at like 2:30 because I'd have to get up and take a piss. So I'd be like, all right, fuck it, it's only 15 minutes if I went back to sleep. So that being said, sleep's pretty important, man. Like, it's important to find your sweet spot. I think everybody has a sweet spot about how much sleep that you're supposed to get. Because number one, you don't want to get too much sleep. Because I find when I get too much sleep, I get depressed, I get anxious, all those things. Like, too much sleep, it will lead to mental problems, in my opinion. But then too little sleep, then you'll need to take a nap. You won't be functioning as well. I find if I get too little sleep, my anxiety actually will be a little bit lower. But at the same time, you want to have enough energy throughout the day. So, I think the sweet spot for me, it's about 6 hours to 6.5 hours. 6.5 is the sweet spot for me. Everybody has their sweet spot. And you need less sleep the more you focus on your diet, the more water you drink. There's a lot of things that go into sleep, what you think about throughout the day. So if you're thinking depressing thoughts and you're eating in a depressed manner, a lot of sugary foods, high salt foods, all that, then you'll definitely need more sleep than somebody who's thinking optimistically, eating lower sodium, more vegetables. You know what I mean? It's just because when you're eating all this junk, it takes a lot longer for it to digest in your system. So then you're more tired. Then when you're more tired, you have to get more sleep. And then pretty much if you're eating shit, you got to change that for sure. Because that's one problem after another, and then eating shit leads to cancer. But yeah, I want to touch base on that because I've noticed that half hour difference, 45-minute difference is a big difference. You know what I mean? And I find that I actually so at first I was okay, I can get more done in the morning. That's why I was getting up 30 minutes or 45 minutes earlier. When really, I really wasn't, because I wasn't as awake as I am now. And then versus when I wake up at 3:30, I'm more awake. I'm ready to go. Versus if I wake up at 2:45, then I got to drink more coffee. It's just a mess. So it's better just to wake up a couple minutes later. I did get some TB12 vitamins yesterday. So I'll let y'all know how that goes. I just burped and I think it's a fish oil or something. It's kind of gross. So I don't think TB12 should be doing that to us because it's kind of expensive. But yesterday was a half off sale. No, it was 25% off vitamins at Whole Foods yesterday. Then plus Rachel works there and she already gets 20% off, so it was 45% off vitamins. So we literally got a shit ton of vitamins. Well, not a shit ton, but enough for a month or two. Oh, then I also got this, it's called Amazing Grass. They make this green mix. that's really good if you're working on your mental health and want to do something to like speed up the process, or not even speed up the process. It's like, it's kind of something you gotta, it's like a ritual you gotta do every day. I recommend it in the morning, but if you can't remember to do it in the morning, as long as you get it once a day, just look at it as your dose of like the green goodness. So it's called Amazing Grass. It comes in like a little, like, looks like a pre-workout container, except it's Amazing Grass. That's the brand. It's called Amazing Grass. So they got like wheatgrass. I got the wheatgrass with like 3 types of wheatgrass in it. So that's what I'm doing for the next 30 days, you know, see how I feel. I've done it before, and it does, like, it's not like something that makes you high or something like that, but it's like, so that 1 scoop from Amazing Grass, it has a couple servings of vegetables, maybe 1 or 2 or whatever it is. Like, think about it, you can just put it in your drink it, you know. It doesn't taste horrible to me. I can see why people would get grossed out about it, but if you're getting grossed out about that, you just need to grow up and just drink that shit. That's how I feel about it. I'm not a super picky eater or anything like that. I'll pretty much eat anything, and if it's good for me, I'll eat it. Like, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, so get you some of that if you're working on mental health. I also got this stuff that I've never tried before. It's called it's like calming. It's like, and also in like a bigger pre-workout thing, but it's magnesium, and it's supposed to make you like calmer and shit like that. I've seen YouTubers talk about it, like they use it for like anxiety, depression. So that's something to check out if you know, because generally I think what the magnesium is doing, what vegetables are doing, like the Amazing Grass shit is doing, what it's doing is bringing your inflammation down, because like in an average American diet, I guess, or how we're taught to eat in the system, it'll lead to a lot of inflammation. Like dairy will lead to a lot of inflammation. Just overeating, too much salt, too much sugar, you know, the water we drinking. Like, I drink fancy water, but the more I think about it, I want to get it tested, because I want to know like all the plastic in it, if that's like leaking into my water, because all the water I drink is from like a plastic water bottle. So I'd like to know what's going on there, you know. It's just like, I don't know, eating healthy is kind of boring. You just gotta do, you know, find what's right for you and do it over and over and over again until you start seeing results. And same thing with mental health, man. Once you find your niche about what it is that makes you happy, what it is that makes you sad, like, don't do the things that make you sad, and do the things that make you happy. You know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. So you just got to hone in on a daily diet. You know, it's okay to slip up here and there, but don't slip up on the daily, because that'll just, slipping up on the daily for diet is the fastest way to go into a deep dark depression or anxiety or whatever that you are troubled with. That's the fastest way. And also the fastest way to get out of it, I believe, is waking up early like I do. Like, that's like the best thing to do for mental health, period. Like I've said before, it doesn't necessarily have to be 3:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. Ideally, you want to get up before the sun rises. You know, if you can watch the sunrise, I feel like that's a big win. That is a big win if you watch the sunrise. Like, something about watching the sunrise. Like, I don't literally watch the sunrise every morning. It would be nice to. I just don't do it. But like, if you can do that every day, like the sense of like calm, and like you're already winning the day because you watch the sunrise, you know, it reminds you who you are as a human being and how blessed you are to be alive. Yeah, well, guys, with that is it for today's video. It's kind of hard to record with one hand, and I'm like, but I will have magnets today. Actually, they're coming in today. Hey, if you guys made it to this point of the channel, I've been considering doing like private videos where I get in more depth about things that I do. Something I don't necessarily want the whole public to see or hear. just because I have a business and whatnot. But let me know if you'd be interested in that, because I got some shit to talk about, and I'm sure some of y'all would like to listen. And then if you are interested in that, I was thinking I would charge X amount of dollars per month for it, but I just don't even know the video platform I would put it on. I think YouTube should have like a YouTube video like station for YouTubers that you have to pay for, that we can make money off of. So like for the small guys like me, I don't have to have millions of subscribers and we make money off YouTube. But guys, with that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you like the content. All right, until next time.